Rebecca Black is entering a new era with confidence. Nearly 15 years after she debuted with the iconic viral hit Friday, the 27-year-old pop star underwent quite a bit of self-reflection to craft her bombastic new project, Salvation, released February 27. Overflowing with the energy of a wild night out, the 7-track body of work follows Black's 2023 debut album, Let Her Burn, which explored various sounds and themes of romance, sex, and how she's been perceived by the general public since hitting the scene as a child. This time around, Black tells people, "I just knew that I wanted to really focus on creating something that felt really distinct and aligned within itself." Salvation transports listeners to a nightclub dance floor, and tracks like American Doll and Sugar Water Cyanide will seamlessly fit playlists of songs from Charli XCX's Brat, though Black's project was made long before Brat Summer was a thing. "It's funny," she says, "sometimes I feel like there's a general cultural consciousness no one really understands until all of a sudden we're like, oh, that's crazy you were doing that because I feel that too." The speaker-shattering electronic production of Salvation is paired with Black's most adult-oriented visuals to date, as the cover artwork sees her posing topless with a sparkling gun in hand while flashing her underwear to the camera. The unabashed imagery was partly inspired by the performer's desire to feel more free as an artist than she has in the past. "I have put so much pressure on myself over the years as a young woman in music, as someone who's been a kid in the industry and strived to be taken seriously. I have kept it together," she explains, noting that she felt an internal shift about a year and a half ago. "Things were starting to just come out in me, in my emotions and in nights out where I was like, something's repressed. I don't know what's going on. I'm going back to therapy," adds Black. "It became very obvious my body was looking for freedom and derangement. At that point, she began thinking about another queer-identifying artist who's received similarly polarizing internet feedback as Black did with Friday. I was looking at people like JoJo Siwa who are, and I mean this as a compliment, so outwardly delusional. I was so envious of that and of the freedom of saying what was on your mind and being a version of yourself that maybe people don't understand," she says of the Karma singer. "I found that so inspiring, honestly." By the end of making Salvation, Black felt legitimately confident and stopped looking to please others more than herself. "I was so much less exhausted, I was so much freer, and I felt like finally I was acting my age and not trying to cosplay as a woman who has had it together for every day of her life," she says. "Every piece of this project has been inspired by a woman going her own way, a way that is really loud and obnoxious and unafraid."